Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Thursday. Today's Thursday, May the 28th. Literally the last video that I did, as I was getting to the ending of the video, my whole energy just shifted because I saw something that I did not like. Okay, like I saw something I did not approve of, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wrap this reading up and I'm gonna go. Okay. There's a lot going on. All right, guys. So I had to pick a different situation, different scenario, different area. So hopefully I can finish these last two readings and get these out the way. Okay. Sorry. Like I hate when people stare because I'll stare back. I'm no better. Okay. I'm no better because even with me, if I look at somebody and they look at me, I'll compliment them because obviously I'm looking at something, but I just hate people who just like that serial killer type of stare. But anyway, I'm going to be using the Psychic Heart Oracle messages, okay? And then I will be using the Work Your Light messages as well with this. This will be the last deck, and then I'll use my personalized deck after this one for the next reading or message. So let's see what you guys might need to know for today. And I also have some errands that I want to kind of run as well. So after these readings I'm done, I'm probably going to go pick up what I need and then go home and post these for you guys. So let's see what you guys might need to know, but these will be psychic messages, okay? So confronting your fears. This has been showing up a lot in the messages with the number 18. Some of you guys are learning to confront your fears, okay? Stepping into the unknown when it comes to your energy. But there's something about confronting your fears, facing your fears that are very significant at this time, okay? Now, with 1 and 8, 1 talks about new beginnings, new opportunities and things like that. And then 8 talks about, you know, stepping into your power. So 1 and 8 equals 9. This is talking about closing out cycles, completing cycles and things like that, right? So you guys could be completing a cycle at this time when it comes to your energy, when it comes to releasing and letting go certain things that no longer serve you. And I did talk about lower vibrations and things like that that are significant, okay? For some of you guys are learning to manifest at this time. So you guys could be manifesting your desires or dreams with the number 1. We also have rest and reconsider with the number 9. So I did mention 9 as well, angel number 9. Okay, like I said, you guys could be resting and reconsidering about certain situations or things, and it's almost like once you've rested and reconsidered something, it's almost like you guys will start to make that decision to move forward. So that could be significant too. It's like you guys could be thinking and contemplating about something, and it's almost like once you've rested on it and maybe you thought about it, okay, you've probably like thought about a lot of different, you know, scenarios or situations about that thing that you're thinking about. Once you guys do that, it's almost like you guys can reconsider what next steps you want to take or what next steps you want to do when it comes to moving forward. So take what resonates with that too. That could be confirmation. But angel number 9 and also 1 is very significant, especially with 1 and 8 showing up in that equals 9, okay? Spreading your wings with the number 2 is significant. Some of you guys are learning to spread your wings, okay, when it comes to like you moving forward and when it comes to taking the lead, okay, with the number 3. So yeah, there's something about partnerships when it comes to you spreading your wings and moving forward. Now, spreading your wings could be stepping into a new journey, a new job, a new career, a new school, a new environment, a new home, okay? And also when it comes to taking the lead, that is very significant because like I said to you guys could be taking leadership in your own life, okay? Even when it comes to like work, like I said, or taking action, there's something about that where you guys are stepping into this new energy and it's allowing you to basically move forward, right, into this new light, into this new energy where you guys are able to take lead, whether this is leadership or authority in your life. So even when it comes to like taking action and moving forward, that could be confirmation. Some of you guys are moving on with the number 8. So yeah, something about you releasing and letting go when it comes to stepping into your power. You guys are basically moving on from certain situations. There's something about reaching out. So with the number 3, you're moving on. While you're moving on, you may have someone in your energy who could be reaching out to you at this time. And it's almost like I said, there's something about you moving on and releasing people, places, and things. And you could have somebody reaching out to you that's trying to rekindle certain connections with you. Now, like I said, it just depends on what the situation is. For some of you guys, it could have been really bad and you guys don't want nothing to do with this. For some of you guys, it could have just been whatever and you still don't want anything to do with this, but you don't really care. But when it comes to dealing with people too, it's like you may realize that people start to gravitate towards your energy more the more that you try to move on or move away from them, because they know deep down inside that they did you a certain way. Okay, so if you're not in the mood to tolerate people, because, and that's another thing I realized too, it's like I understand that people can go through things, but a lot of times people think that because they're going through sickness or, you know, they're going through some traumatic events in their life, they feel like because they're going through something that you need to stoop down and be caring and nurturing for them. But it's almost like, why am I going to put my energy and time into something, right? Sorry, just seen like a car drive by, but I thought it was someone I knew. But yeah, it's almost like, why would I put my energy and time into something where it's like, when I was giving you the energy and time before, you didn't appreciate it, and now that I'm trying to focus on myself, now you want to reach out, or now you care, or now you want to be there in my life, that kind of energy, right? So it just depends on people's situations and what they have going on. Not everybody is the same, obviously, but there's just something about you protecting your energy at this time. Okay, facing your darkest fears is very significant. So yeah, moon cycles are very significant where, you know, you guys could be facing your darkest fears. Like I said, when it comes to darkest fears, this may not even just be your darkest fears. Like, you're able to face your darkest fears, but someone's darkest fear could be loneliness, and it may not be you. It could be someone else. This could be a parent, this could be a family member, this could be like someone like a sibling or somebody or a friend. Okay, but there's something about someone's energy feeling like the disconnect, like they could be feeling like your energy is pulling away or you're pulling back. Okay, and that could be very scary for this person, because it's almost like once they know your energy is gone, there's no coming back, right? So it's almost like you guys could be just going with the flow and dealing with certain things. As much as it bothers you and as much as it doesn't resonate with you, you could just be dealing with it just to deal with it. But deep down inside, this person knows that you guys don't tolerate crap from anybody. Okay, yeah, daydreams and decisions. Okay, so daydreams and decisions, the daydreams that you may be having and the decisions that you could be making right now with the number 7, this is about inner knowing. Okay, inner knowing and inner understanding when it comes to your energy, right? Even when it comes to like you having intuitive knowing about this situation, that is you basically facing your darkest fears, is because of the fact that you know when it comes to daydreams and decisions, you know that you are making the right choice because of your intuitive knowing, like I said, because of the fact that you get visions as well. Okay, sirens are very significant because I hear police sirens or like ambulance sirens or something. Okay, so there's something about cautiousness or being like warned. Okay, you guys could also be somebody that gives people's warnings. Okay, and whatever these warnings are, they could be like basically like a sign to say like, hey, stop doing this, because if you continue to do this, I'm just going to cut you off. Some of you guys could be cutting off a lot of people as well from your life. Okay, control with the number 8. So yeah, there's something about control, maybe controlling your thoughts, your feelings. Okay, things like that could be significant as well. Okay, but there's something about control, or like being in control, or people trying to be in control, or trying to control the situation, the scenario, or even when it comes to like the number 8. Sorry, I just saw somebody like coming by. Yeah, when it comes to like the number 8 too, right? It's like you are in control of your own thoughts, your own decisions, your own mind, and that is why you're able to step into your own power, is because everybody else around you that is not in control of their own thoughts, it's always like they want to control your thoughts. Confirmation with the horn. But you're in control, and that bothers people too, where it's almost like they're losing control from the collective, right? But you're in control. At the bottom of the deck, you guys are breaking chains and healing with the number 17. So yeah, something to do with like people feeling feeling like they're losing control when it comes to you because they don't have mind control anymore over you, right? And because you're leading with your heart chakra, it's like you're following your intuition when it comes to your heart, and you're nurturing yourself. So with the number 3, it's like you're being supported by source, that it is okay for you to support yourself and nurture yourself and care for yourself, okay? For some of you guys are rebuilding at the bottom of the deck. Like, you guys are rebuilding, you know, your heart and your soul, because like I said, when it comes to dealing with family, friends, or people that you have around you, it's like people think that they have authority over your life, or they feel like, you know, it's okay for them to like come into your life and try to control, you know, what you have going on. And it's like, you're the one that's in control of your life. You are the ones that makes decisions based on, you know, either how you feel or what you guys are going through or dealing with, right? And that is significant too. So not everybody, you know, will understand that about you. It's like, you don't care for other people's opinions. You don't care for other people's acceptance. All you care about is what makes you happy. And as long as you pay your bills and make sure everything is okay, that's all that matters. Okay, so yeah, we have get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Some of you guys could be doing that right now, right? Like, you guys are trying to ground yourself, and like I said, you guys are dealing with people, places, and things where while you're trying to ground yourself, you have other people who are just not grounded because they don't take the time to ground themselves. So it's almost like, you know, you have family members or friends that always complain and say, oh, I always have to take care of this person, I have to be responsible for this, and I have to and I get that. Like, sometimes you don't have a choice, but if you knew your path, you would know that maybe you were a caregiver. Okay, for some people that resonate with this, some people know that they're caregivers, and that's why they end up doing nurses or being PSWs and things like that, right? But at the same time, it's like you could be dealing with family members that it's like, because they have their burdens, it's like they want you to feel their burdens as well. But it's like, that's not your decision. You didn't make that choice. And I know it sounds really cold to say this, but it's true. It's like, a lot of time family members and people that you grow up with, it's like they want your burdens to be their burdens as well. And so if somebody's taking care of somebody because that's their partner, it's like, people need to realize that's who they chose. And I know that people change, but it's like, if someone is ignorant and you know that that person is ignorant, especially if it's like a parent situation where you know that parent is dealing with someone who is ignorant, it's like, but didn't you know this person was ignorant before you had kids with them, or before you know, met them or dated them, or whatever the case is? And then say you're the child or the one that's younger looking at the situation, it's like you're learning from their experience and their mistake, so you're able to move forward on a more logical and intellectual type of energy, because you're seeing what doesn't work out for them. So it's almost like people are getting mad at you too, in a way, not like literally getting mad, but maybe like tension and frustration too, because they see that they can tolerate people's crap if they want to and be a people pleaser if they want to, but you're not doing that because you've seen how things play out for you when you people please, or when you go out your way to do certain things for people that don't deserve it or don't really appreciate it, right? That is confirmation, okay? It says double mission. It says channeling and uplifting humanity. So some of you guys could be meant to do this too. Like, you're supposed to be here to help humanity, uplift humanity. Some of you guys are humanitarians as well. Like I said, this could be about you, you know, helping people when it comes to like knowledge and wisdom and understanding, but also being there as like a nurturing type of source. That's significant too. But there's also this energy, like I said, where you guys are dealing with people where, you know, yeah, it says yes, just say yes. Like, you guys could be dealing with people, right? And it's like, you're here to help heal people that want to do the healing and inner work. You're not here to entertain people that say, oh yeah, I love spirituality and I love healing, but then they don't do the inner work. They don't go within themselves. They don't pick themselves apart and put themselves together like a puzzle piece, where, you know how you sit down and you do introspection and you're like, why doesn't things ever work out? Or why does this job always do this? Or why do people always treat me this way? Like, people actually sit down and think like this about themselves, and then they try to better themselves, where it's either they distance themselves from people because they realize maybe it's other people not resonating with them, or it could be them. And you could be dealing with people where it's like all they do is complain and talk crap and, you know, be shady but then they're still around this person or they're still near this person, and it's like, what example are you showing? Okay, like if you don't like somebody, then move away from that and distance themselves. Okay, and another thing that I realized that is that sometimes people don't realize that some people deserve their karma, and sometimes people are blocking people from receiving their karma because of, oh, I just want to make sure they're okay, and I just want to people please and be that good person and that light that everybody sees me in. But in actuality, sometimes people who do that are very miserable. You know what I mean? So it's almost like picking and choosing battles very wisely. Yeah, it says don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So there's something about that too, where the universe is saying don't dim your light, okay, when it comes to you fitting in. Even when it comes to fitting in, it's almost like people could be trying to make you dim your light in order to fit in with them, and you don't fit in with them. Your light is so bright that it almost feels like this person might need glasses or blinders, because it's like you shine so bright, your energy is so strong, and that is the reason why people can't mess with your energy or do the funky things that they normally do to other people, because the fact that your energy is so strong, you guys are aware of like BS, basically. Okay, you guys are aware, you guys are here to show people and help people when it comes to like the nonsense and, you know, the games and tricks that people play. Okay, yeah, sisterhood of the rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. You're here to teach people. Okay, people are here to learn from you. Okay, at the bottom of the deck it says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So yeah, some of you guys are light workers, some of you guys are actually meant to help people when it comes to sharing your light, okay, or sharing your divinity with people as well when it comes to your path, and that is also very significant at this time. All right guys, but I am going to end it here, so please take what resonates with you. Okay guys, thank you guys for the love and the support. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok, and you guys can check out my website at www.mysteriouslyunique.ca, where you guys can book a reading, or you guys can just check out my blog and stuff like that. Okay guys, like I've been saying in all my videos, this is kind of like a heads up. I'm monitoring the website to see how the flow is, how the traffic is going, and like I said, if not, I will transition fully to just YouTube and TikTok only, because again, like I said, I'm kind of seeing how things flow right now, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and that's the whole point of releasing and letting go as well, is just coming to terms and understanding that, you know, it is what it is. You can't control everything, right? But I'm gonna end it here. But thank you guys for the love and the support, for those who do repost and like and share and comment and things like that when it resonates. And I'll see you next time. All right guys, I love you guys. Happy Thursday, and I'll see you guys in the next reading and video. All right guys, bye.